I was very hesitant to post this video just because I know that putting this video out there, it's going to leave a lot of, I guess, freedom for internet trolls to just kind of like be the keyboard warriors that they are and make fun of my acne, my face, or whatever they want to make fun of. But I honestly don't care. I'm going to be posting it anyway. So just be gentle. Don't be super mean or whatever. I guess like you could be. It'll just roll off my shoulders. But I just wanted to let you know that this is something that's very personal for me. I've never really liked to talk about my acne or show my acne anywhere because I don't like want to gross people out with it. And it's not even like bad acne. Like I'm very, very lucky to have just this like mild case, but I just wanted to share my acne journey and kind of help someone who was in my position with a mild case, not super severe, but was confused because it's been ongoing for like 3 years, and it just is like having a constant pimple. Like you never just don't have a pimple on your face. So this is kind of what helped me get rid of that, get past that. And now all I have to deal with are scars. So this was initially when my acne started to happen. It was after university. I never had acne during high school, perfect skin during high school, and oh my god, did I ever take that for granted. So after high school, university hit, and this is what my skin was looking like. I was not eating well. I started working out, was taking crazy supplements. My liver was working on overtime, and it just eventually kind of got tired out. Originally, I did not have much on my chin. It was mainly just my cheek area, and so that's what that looks like. And so the next few pictures or videos are what you're going to be seeing, what my skin looked like during this 1 month period where I tried these new things. So I just got kind of tired of people always seeing my acne and giving me all their ways on how to cure it. You know, they're always like, go on Accutane, try this product. I got sick and tired of it because, yeah, no, whatever, I don't want to bleep myself out, but no S Sherlock. Like, obviously, I've looked into that, and I just wasn't about to go on Accutane. I know it's like it can be super damaging, so I decided, you know what, we'll try like a light form of vitamin A, which is basically what Accutane is. So I'll tell you about the supplements I was using afterwards, but this is just my skin journey. This is kind of what it looked like. You can tell there is a lot of scarring, but you can see dramatically the change in my skin from like acne wise. You can see that my skin was purging. It did purge, so I started taking these supplements and trying this new brand of facial care, and so your skin does have a purging period. It was not bad at all. I think it was like probably 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks after that it started to really go away, and now I'm kind of just dealing with my scarring. But I had skin that was like constantly, there was at least 2 pimples on my skin constantly. If they went away, then 2 more showed up, or 3 more showed up. Like my pimples were stubborn AF. And so I'm just going to get into my little story now. I just wanted to show you a quick little slideshow of what my skin was looking like during this month. So this is the brand that I found. I will link it down below for you guys. It is a Canadian brand. It is vegan, organic ingredients, cruelty-free, made in Canada, paraben-free, gluten-free, and the actual bottles are very good for recycling. They are made of glass. So I will definitely be sticking with this company. I'd like to mention their Mocha Body Sugar Scrub on the bottom right is actually a shower scrub. It's an exfoliant, and it's the best thing I've ever used on my skin ever for showering. And this is also Canadian pricing. Okay, you guys, sorry, I literally just woke up. I realized while editing this video I didn't actually put in my washing, like my face wash routine, so I'm going to do that. But quickly, this is what my skin is looking like after a month of washing with this one brand that I really, really like, as well as a month of taking the vitamins that I was taking, and I'll show you those right after this. But this is how my skin's looking. Sorry, my hands are so shaky. So this is all scarring, which is so nice because I haven't had like a crazy breakout. This is from a couple days ago. I haven't had a crazy breakout in a while, and this is coming from a time where I was always with a few pimples. Like I didn't have just scarring on my face, which is like super exciting to me. I don't know, I'm just sharing this with you guys just to show you what I've been doing for my skin. So it makes me really, really happy that this is how my skin is looking. I have no makeup on, which makes me feel great about myself. So I'll show you my washing routine now. Okay, so real quick, this is the entire line of what I use, and I have tried before using just a few of these, and it did work really well, but using all of these items combined is what has actually, in a month's time, made my skin feel the way it does, look the way it does, and I'm really, really, really happy about it. So this brand It's called Clear Life. Clear Life is a Canadian brand first and foremost. I'll tell you a bit more about their brand after this. I just want to get to washing my face, but like one of my favorite things, they do a lot of things that I love, but one of the favorite things for me is I have no idea about skincare. Like, skincare confuses me like nothing else. So what they've done with their products is actually labeled it with like numbers, so you know when you're using the entire line and which order to use it. So this is number 1, and this is just their gentle cleansing milk. This is number 2, and this is basically their daytime moisturizer, and it does have hyaluronic acid in it, and that is a natural acid that is derived from plants, so it's really, really gentle on your skin, and it's amazing. Number 3 is probably one of my very favorite things. This is their Retinol. So literally it's their Brightening Retinol Serum, and that's what I use at night. So number 1 and 2 I use in the morning. That's it, super simple. This is not super oily. It leaves my face moisturized and it doesn't look glossy or like I have greasy skin. My skin just looks fresh, and those are my favorite things to use in the morning. At night, I will use number 1 again, so I'll cleanse, then I'll use my Retinol, and then I use my restorative night cream, and then I use this. So this is the old bottle actually, but this is the new bottle of it, and this is just the rejuvenating antioxidant oil, and these 3 have really been making a huge difference for my skin. I'm seeing a lot less wrinkles and a lot less, what do they call it? I guess wrinkles around my smile line, like around my eyes. And then when I want a little bit extra, so this is my every night, that's my every morning. If I want a little bit extra, what I'll do like once a week, if I want, is I will exfoliate. So this is their exfoliator. It has the tiniest little beads, and I'll be able to describe the product a little bit into more depth after this, but it does not scratch your skin. It does not even really cause skin redness. You just use it a little bit and use it ever so gently, and the beads are so tiny and they're so gentle, and it's amazing. I love using that whenever I feel the buildup on my nose. And then lastly is their Marine Clarifying Mask. Their mask, which is number 7, is amazing. So I will use that roughly once a week, and that really just helps to draw everything out of my pores, and it's literally the best. So if I'm going to use these 2, then I use number 1, and then I'll use number 6, and then I'll use the mask, and then I'll go into my after, which will be my Retinol, my restorative night cream, and then my antioxidant oil. Again, this is the night cream, this is the day cream. This is literally the best brand I have ever come across, and I've come across a lot of brands in regards to dealing with my acne, and I'll try and dig out some old photos of how bad my skin got, but honestly, I just stopped taking photos of myself. I stopped taking selfies, and I really hated posting selfies because my skin got to a point where it was just so bad that I was just embarrassed to do so. But thankfully, to this entire brand and this entire line, I'm feeling so much more like myself again. Okay, first you can start washing your hands, obviously. Sorry, it's such a hard position to get my camera in here. I don't even know you can hear me because you guys are right beside the sink, so we'll see. I'm honestly gonna do both routines for you guys right now. I guess I'll do morning, wash that off, and then I'll do night and just put the night on. So, a little bit of a warmer water. You don't want to use water that's too hot. I've been avoiding hot water. Usually I love hot water, but I've been trying to wash my face in more of cold water, just to, obviously, it's better for your skin and to close up my pores, so. Okay, my face is nice and wet. This is number 1. It's just a little pump. It's all you need. Just a littlest bit, and then what I'll do is I'll put a dab in each area, and I'll like scrub or gently like kind of push it around my face for about 30 seconds. So I'll just grab a face cloth and I dab off my skin. I do not rub my skin dry, I just dab it. just gently to absorb all of the water. Okay, so for the morning, this would end off my morning routine. Just take number 2 here. Again, all you need is 1 pump. Literally love the way that these, what are they called, bottles are made, because you don't overuse the product, and that's what I was doing for the longest time. I was overusing product, and it becomes really expensive if you're overusing super expensive products. And so I love that this brand took it into their own hands to just literally give you that tiniest little pump that you need. And then with the remainder, I just kind of plotch on my neck. I don't really rub it, I just kind of tap it on. But yeah, so that is what I will look like. It soaks in a bit more, so it's not shiny, it's like a matte finish, which I love. And that concludes my daytime routine. So now I'll show you my nighttime routine. I have just washed my face. I didn't change my battery, so I'm gonna dampen my face again. So after I wash my face with a cleanser, if I feel like I have an extra buildup like around my nose, around this area, or anywhere on my face, I will go into this and use number 6. If it'll focus, yes, which is the exfoliator. As you can tell, I love this. I've used so much of it. You really don't need a lot, like at all. That's plenty to use for this. And I'm trying to see if you can even see the beads. Like, it's so minimal, like you can't even really see them, and it's amazing. So I'll use a little bit on my scar area just to try and get off any dead skin. Again, I don't, like you can see, I'm not even putting pressure in those areas. I'm just gliding my fingers across, and the beads are so fine that like you can't even see them on my face. But it's amazing. This is definitely, of all the exfoliators I've ever tried in my entire life, this is the one that I have loved the most. This is the one that does not hurt my skin, does not like slice my skin up, and you really don't need to use it for a long period of time. Again, with any exfoliator, the longer you're using it on your face, like actually rubbing it on your face, the more it's going to shed off any dead skin. And you want to be careful that you're only taking off dead skin and not your actual active living skin. So I just use the tiniest bit. I don't put like any pressure. You can see my skin. I'm literally just doing tiniest little circles. I'm just ever so slightly feeling it. When you exfoliate, you don't need to be in pain. You don't need to be like just putting so much pressure on your face that like you're red. You really don't. So then I'm just gonna rinse this off. Dry my face a bit again. Just dabbing your face dry is enough. You do not need to be scraping your face dry. Just avoid anything that's going to be like scraping your face. Your skin needs just to be loved ever so gently. You don't need to be like ripping it off, okay? After that, on a long day, if I feel like pairing these two, sometimes I don't actually pair these two together because I find less is more on your skin, but if I ever do, I'll use that first and then I'll use this after, which is the, come on, focus, yes. The clay mask, which is amazing, really amazing. This specifically targets redness. Well, that's what I'm seeing work on my skin a lot, like wrinkles and redness basically is what I would say. I love this, sorry, a piece just fell out. I love this for my actual scarring. Like, look how red my scars are. Those are all just little scars. They will go away with time, but I'll show you how I'm going to use this. My camera is overheating. Hopefully it does not turn off. So this stuff a little goes a long way. Like it's not like a crazy thick mask. The mask is very spreadable. It's going to be very light on your face. Like that tiny little bit covered my entire cheek area. Again, I'll use a different finger if you're dipping in here just to keep it clean. You want to use different fingers, you know. Dab it around. And you just kind of spread it just the tiniest bit. I'm sure you could use more, but I find that when I use very like little bits of this stuff, that's when it works the best. Using my other hand, get a little bit of, I like to get a little bit of white showing, just so I can kind of tell better when it's hardening. Just slap that on there. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave this on my face. This is what it looks like. Very, very light mask. As you can tell, it's not crazy. It's not like you can't see my skin. Like, you can so see my skin through this. So I'm gonna leave this on. It says to leave it on until it is a slightly hardened surface. So again, you don't want it to be crazy hard with this mask. You don't wanna like leave it on until it's like a rock. You want it to be slightly hardened, which I think is like really important that they put that in their instructions, because I feel like people use face masks and leave them on for so long just because they want it to be fully hard. Like, even if there's a tiny little damp spot, they leave it on, and I'm sure some masks call for that, but you are really like just leaving a mask on that is sucking so much stuff out of your skin. And so I find this to be very light mask. I don't ever feel like my skin is dry after this. One thing I wanted to notice, or I wanted to mention, is that when I use the facial cleanser, the Gentle Milk cleanser, that is the first time I've ever used a cleanser in my entire life that didn't dry my face out, and I have very dry skin. It literally just, it felt like once I rinsed it off, it felt like I had a light glaze of some sort of moisturizer on, and that's just like how good the ingredients are in these products. It's really built to moisturize and revive your skin. And one thing I learned is that, one, your skin's an organ, so it's living, right? You need your skin to be hydrated because it's a living thing, it's a living organ. And so if your skin is dry, you're gonna get breakouts. And I really think that was contributing to my breakouts a lot. So after a month of using this regimen, like straight with all of the products, that's when I've seen the results where my skin looks alive again. Like, it just looks shiny, and it makes me so happy because I've wanted this for so long. And so I love this brand. That's why I wanted to share it with you guys. I don't care how silly I look with my makeup off. I'm sure I'll get a few comments about that, but I honestly don't care because I understand what it's like to have acne, and I just wanted to share this with anybody who's struggling and looking for something to revive their skin. Okay, so it's been a few minutes. It is semi-hardened, the mask. You can kind of see it leaves these little like circle bumps. It's still a little bit damp in certain areas, but what I'm going to do is take it off. So the instructions say you can use a warm face cloth, like wet it or steam it, and just kind of dab off the mask. So I'm going to do that. I'm sure you're perfectly fine just to wash it off, but I kind of like the feeling of this. It's nice and warm on my skin. So I'm literally just tapping it in circles, and you can see that's how easy it is to take off the mask. Again, tapping it. I'm kind of leaving a little bit of water in the mask so I can kind of push out the water here. Literally already gone off that cheek. The mask is on here, so now I'll fold it and use the other side. Kind of just squish my nose. Okay, it is off now. What I can do is I'll use another piece of the mask just to make sure sorry, not the mask, the cloth, to make sure it's fully off. And I'll just go over those areas. Feels like I'm at a spa, honestly. Okay, and this is how my skin is looking right after the mask. You can tell it's like very like smooth. It's not dried out at all. There is no flaking on my skin, which I love. I hate wearing a mask, and then I take it off and I'm like, oh my gosh, that mask sucked the life out of my skin. My skin is alive, which is good. So next, what I'll do is, now that I've washed my face, I'm going to be using my nighttime routine, which is my retinol. Number 3. Yes, this is a little dropper. So you go ahead and you click that button, it absorbs the product. The product is in the little dropper, and there it is. That's all you need. You don't even touch the product handle, which I love because it keeps the retinol great. And then you just seal it on. Cutest little dropper top as well. So then I will just dab it around my problem areas mainly. I focus on those areas. I had a lot of scarring on my jaw, which is amazing that it's not there anymore. I'm so happy there's the slightest little bit there, but it used to be just so embarrassing to have. And it's not something to be embarrassed about. Like, acne is something that everyone struggles with, and I don't know why we're all still on this trend where we're shaming people for acne. Like, relax. It's not like you necessarily choose, hey, I'm gonna inject these little pimples in my face. Like, no, it's obviously an internal problem. Sometimes it's a hormonal problem, so women get it real bad. And balancing your hormones is not easy at all. So it's not like you can just go fix your acne. I'm so sick of like people who are shamed there and like, they don't know, they post a picture of their acne trying to bring around awareness for acne, and people are like, oh my god, like go fix your skin, as if it's that easy, right? Anyway, that's my rant for the day. So now that I have my retinol on, I'm gonna let that absorb for about like a minute. Okay, so retinol is on. My next step in my nighttime routine is to use number 4, of course, which is the night cream. Sorry, my phone is going off just a little bit. This is what it looks like. My hands are clean, so make sure your hands are clean if you're going to be using this. You never want to dip your hand in a product. If your hand is dirty, you don't want to contaminate the entire product. So I quickly like to just close it right away, just to avoid anything dropping in it. So that's how much I'll use. And when I use it, I literally just make a bunch of dots. Use the rest here, kind of spread it around. So you don't need a lot of this. This stuff goes a long way, as you can see from my skin being shiny. Focus on my little smile wrinkle area. There we are. Okay. Kind of just dab it in now. And any remainders, oh, I just pushed my throat and made a weird noise. Any remainders, I just kind of dab onto my neck like this. So again, I will let this soak in for about a minute, and then I'll show you my next step. Okay, so after my moisturizer has soaked in, what I'm going to use is number 5. So this is the Antioxidant Oil. I am actually breaking out the new bottle for you guys because I wanted to show you the new packaging. So again, twist off similar to the retinol. You're going to squeeze the top, absorb the product. Product is in the little dropper. And there we go. You can use as many drops as you want. My skin, I like to use a lot before bed, so I'll actually give you an accurate representation of what I do. Immediately I hold that in my hand. I have the dropper, I just put it on. Some people just drop it on their face. I'm not that skilled. I feel like when I drop it on my face, it really just like kind of, I don't know, goes everywhere. And then it drips. Like I don't like to waste any of this product. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm like weird or if there's actual people out there that are like me and like don't want to waste this product, because this product is gold in my eyes. Oh no, my camera's overheating again. I want to try and get this on fast. I do not neglect my eyes. I let it be nice and oily. My skin will absorb this. Again, I have dry skin, so I lather this stuff on. Do not forget your neck. Women, you can always tell your age from your neck. So really just make sure you're moisturizing that. I use more oil on my neck than I do the actual face moisturizer, because honestly, I just put the straight oil there. I'm like, you know what, let's get you hydrated, let's get you rejuvenated, and let's get those wrinkles gone, okay? All right, so that's what I'm looking like right now, shiny. I'll show you my face in literally like a minute or two, okay? My camera's overheating. So this is my skin about 1 minute after. It's still being absorbed. I'm quickly going to change into something else more presentable, and then I'll get on with the video. Okay, so it has been a few minutes. This is what my skin is looking like. It's looking shiny. I still have a little bit of oil here. When I first started using this product, my oil absorbed right away because my skin was so dry. So whenever you have a little bit of oil left over, it's a good sign that your skin is hydrated, which is very, very important. So I leave this on. That's why I do my oil at night. It's meant to be done at night, just so that you can kind of stay home, relax, and allow your oil to absorb at your skin's pace. So this is what it's looking like. Okay, I'll show you my skin up close. I forget if I did that, so I'll show you what my skin is looking like. I think I didn't, but I had a big problem area there. Anyway, I'm so in love with the products. Okay, you guys, so I just wanted to pull you aside just for a little bit to actually tell you about this brand. So this brand is called Clear Life, and Clear Life is a Canadian brand, which is great because I find that whenever I'm ordering stuff from the States, it's just such a difficult process. So to have a brand that is Canadian, it just makes me so much happier and so much more excited to buy it because it's very close to home, and that just excites me a lot. So this is a Canadian brand, and they are vegan. Organic ingredients are used in all of their products. They are cruelty-free. It's made in Canada, like I said, paraben-free, and gluten-free. So vegan, organic, cruelty-free, paraben-free, gluten-free, and again, made in Canada. So I actually have met the owner of this company, and she's amazing. I also met her like number 2 in the company, and she's also amazing. And one of the ladies was struggling with PCOS, so polycystic ovarian syndrome, and I know a lot of people who are suffering from that, and so you get really bad cystic acne, and it's very difficult to find something on your face that you can trust that will help to get rid of the acne scarring and get rid of like the little bumps that you get on your skin. And the one girl who was using this brand, I asked specifically about that. I was like, is your brand good with PCOS? Because I know a lot of women who struggle with PCOS and have been looking for a skincare brand. And she said, actually, I have PCOS. And I had no idea, like her skin was so clear and so lively looking. Like I don't know how to describe it, but it was like, okay, eye opener for me. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try this brand out. Tried it out, fell in love with it. Originally I started with just like the main 3, which was the cleanser, day moisturizer, and the night moisturizer. And I saw some great things from that. And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get the entire line. So I got the entire line. And I tried out the entire line. Sorry, I'm just trying to find something for you. I'll put little pictures in of like what my skin was looking at, but I got the entire line and I tried out the entire line for this video, and I fell in love with this entire line. So I reached out to them, asked to become an ambassador. They don't really do ambassadorships. They weren't looking for any, but I really insisted on doing one because I wanted to share this with you guys, and I really wanted to rep a brand that I actually was very, very proud of. And one of the best parts, depending on what you stand for, is that each of these products, like this is actually glass. I don't have nails, but this is glass. Like the bottoms are all glass, and so you can actually recycle them. It's way more sustainable, not only for yourself, but for the planet. And I think that they actually have on their site, it says something like the average person roughly comes into contact with 300 chemicals a day, which is insane. And so this brand's whole purpose is to not put you in contact with more chemicals, but to put you in contact with things that are going to battle those chemicals, things that are more natural, because your skin is just craving stuff that is natural. And so I've tried it out. I'm in love with this brand. I'm sharing it with you because I just want you guys to definitely give this brand a try. If you give this brand a try, do not forget to use my code. So my code for this is Victoria15. I will put it on the screen. I will put a link to Clear Life down below, and I will also put my code down below. But really and truly, you guys, I am not just saying this. Use this brand. Try this brand out. This is an amazing natural brand, and I wanted to bring in one more product that wasn't even a part of their skin brand. I know this is my journey coming back from like an acne struggle, so I just wanted to throw this in there. So I know a lot of people do get pimples or bumps on their body that they don't love. This is probably my favorite shower product I have ever owned. No, it is. It's not even probably, it is. This is the Mocha Sugar Scrub. I don't like coffee, but I've always loved the smell of like coffee, mocha. I've always loved the idea of like coffee in the morning. So this is my version of coffee in the morning. This is a very, very natural scrub. You can literally, what I love about this brand is you see on the back all of the names, and it gives you the scientific name, and in brackets it gives you the name that I would understand. For example, coconut oil. So this is a scrub that basically has coffee beans, I think, ground up in it, sugar ground up in it, and it's an exfoliant, so it exfoliates your body. It also comes has a bunch of oils in it, so your body feels so smooth after. It does not feel dry, and I just love the smell of coffee in the morning. This is what it looks like. But it's just like kind of like a coffee grind in the morning, and your skin will thank you. So definitely give this entire brand a try. I highly, highly encourage that. All of that being said, I'm going to get into my next little step of what I did to get rid of my acne in this month's period. Okay, so the other thing that I was doing for this month, because I completely understand that acne is internal. Like anything that's on your skin or happening with your body, I honestly believe is a reflection of what's happening internally. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to try these vitamins. I've heard amazing things about them, and I haven't been supplementing on them, and I haven't been taking them, and I know it's super, super hard for you to get your daily requirements and your daily needs of all the vitamins that you need, because honestly that's just not how our society is working today with the amount of processed food, and there's so much in our food that it's so difficult. Even on a good day, it's so difficult to get all of your daily requirements in vitamins and minerals and get your macros and your micros. Like all of that nutrients is very difficult, and I'm learning that. Like with my PT course, I've learned that I've learned that over the last like 3 years. I am wanting to take a nutrition course just to learn more about it, but I understand the idea of your macrocalories and your microcalories. Macro being your fats, carbs, proteins, micro being all of like the little micronutrients, your vitamins, minerals, all of those things. It's so difficult to get everything your body needs, and every body is different. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna order these. I'm going to try them for this month and see how my body reacts. The one other thing that I did, and I don't have something here to show it, was I just started drinking kombucha. So I had kombucha every day for like 2 weeks, and then the next 2 weeks I did kombucha like every other day because I just didn't want to have so much kombucha. Gave it a try. It was fine for me, and it did actually help clear my face because I got some living probiotics in my digestive tract. And so that was my point with kombucha, was to find a living organism, a probiotic that was live, not just a pill form that sits in the cupboard. Like, you need something that's refrigerated and alive. So I thought natural would be better, so I did kombucha. You can also do kimchi. I do like enjoy kimchi. I'm not a huge fan of it. I am coming around to it more. I just thought it would be easier for me just to down kombucha and just drink it, get it done. It doesn't taste the best either, but I did what I had to do to try and see how the probiotics would react in my digestive tract, and it really did help. Like, I just don't have any active breakouts right now, and I was struggling with having at least 1 or 2 pimples, like at the very least. Like, that was the minimum. I've always had 1 to 2 pimples on my face constant, and if they went away, 2 more popped up, and it was like a constant thing. I never just, for like the last 3 years, I haven't had just like a plain face. Like, I don't care about the acne scars. That's going to go away. It's going to fade, especially with my retinol, especially with my tiny little bit of exfoliation, and especially with my mask. I know that's going to go away, but I just couldn't stand having active breakouts constantly. It was super draining, super annoying. I didn't feel like putting on makeup to cover it up all the time, and I'm just so happy that I'm past that point. Hopefully it stays this way. I will keep you guys updated always. So these are the 3 supplements that I tried. This one is vitamin A. Vitamin A does such amazing things for you and your body. I'm not going to go into it right now. You can literally just do a Google search. Vitamin A is amazing for you. You just have to be careful not to have too much vitamin A. So ask your doctor before you supplement on anything always. And again, like, the proof is in the pudding. You test it, it's not working, maybe just stop it. You can also get your blood tested. I did not do that. Just COVID here, like, we're still in lockdown. It's been ridiculous for the last like year and a bit. So I did not get my blood tested. I didn't feel like doing one like where you order in the mail. I kind of just want to go somewhere and get it done like legitimately. But I do think like you should get your blood tested if you are living somewhere where you can, because that will give you a better indication of what vitamin, what supplement you are missing, and what's causing your breakouts. I also did zinc. So I did zinc every day. I did vitamin A every day. And the last one I did was pantothenic acid. This is a B vitamin. I think it's B5. Yes, so B5, pantothenic acid. Amazing stories about this for acne. So I supplemented on all 3 of these. I took these every day for a month, and it has cleared up my skin. That with the probiotics cleared me internally, which is stopping the breakouts. And this is what revived my skin, took it away from being dry, took it away from being flaky, and is getting rid of my acne scarring. This is the holy grail for my skin. I understand that everybody's skin is different, so let me know what you guys think down below. If you give it a try, let me know. I highly suggest, if you don't give this a try, at least give this a try. If your skin is perfect and you don't even get breakouts, think about going to a brand that is more natural for your skin, because you literally, as soon as you walk out your door, there's so many pollutants in the air that you're just coming into contact with it on your face. And so think about moving away from a brand that has hidden ingredients, that has synthetic ingredients that are made in the lab, and get the ones that are naturally derived. I don't know when that cut out, but all of that being said, thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you here next Tuesday.